Hi there, welcome to another video on Code Wiki. After a while, I'm back with content and I'm going to be posting more frequently. I just spent the last, 3 weeks or so building stuff. I may show some of what I'm building in the course of this video, but I find it relevant to do this short video where I introduce this project called Startup Perks. I'm going to be using it myself. I consider it a productivity tool because it allows you to apply for free credits on many out of many projects. Let's put it like that. So if you've built a project, you should consider yourself a startup. I would, in my case, considering that I'm sure you would need to pitch to apply for free credits and you'll need to introduce your application in some fashion. I've not experimented with this yet, but I will. So I've built two solid applications. I'm building a lot of more, but two solid applications in the last few weeks. Very tough applications to build, by the way, and I've spent around 2,000 USD in credits to build this stuff. I mean, this is not just an application; it's also a full-fledged it also has a full-fledged admin, so that's like another application combined. uh you know very powerful stuff. Would it not be nice if you could get free credits to use in building all these applications? Possibly. Now, what do I use to build many of these applications? This is my tool, my favorite tool for doing so. Even though there's an expenditure involved, you are paying Claude, for example, for the most part. But this just simplifies the building process because it's modeled to build effectively than if you are getting started with Claude directly, or using the likes of anti-gravity locally. Okay, so what if you could get free credits? And I believe it's possible. I'll tell you the result of my applications. At the moment, discover 1 million plus in free cloud credits. AI API access, developer tools, and startup programs all in one place, constantly updated. I do know from my experience that yes, many of these projects avail you of free credit. I've seen one by 11 Labs and testimonies about that. Google themselves, they give free credits. For example, if you're just getting started on Google Cloud, they'll give you free credits and stuff like that. So these do exist. So the first one here says Google for Startups Cloud Program. Cloud credits over 2 years with additional perks for AI focused startups. So I'm definitely going to apply for this. I use Google a lot these days. Gemini, I have a paid Gemini account for things like Nano Banana and stuff like that. So why not? So the good thing is, of course, you can read details here, but this will take you straight up to the application portal. So here it says next generation of startups are building on Google Cloud. So there is early stage pre-funded Series B. I definitely would want this, so I'd be applying, and I'll be recounting the process of application in another video. Cloudflare for startups. I've not explored Cloudflare just yet, but I've come across it in the course of my building. Of course, we all know Cloudflare. Now we're talking the AI side. So if you want to build something like Vibe Code, for example, that's how I came across Cloudflare. They have an SDK structured for vibe coding in case you want to build a vibe code outlet yourself without going through the technicalities. So anyway, that's a side note. So interesting that they have credits for Cloudflare's developer platform, including workers pages. So I would definitely be exploring this. This one I would like as well, 11 Labs, because they offer like top tier text to speech. So you definitely use this if you want to automate, let's say, video creation and you want top-notch voiceover. So 11 Labs. There is Anthropic. This one is good as well. Claude is expensive to use, so I would definitely want some API credits and stuff like that. So altogether, this is a good resource. I will now be adding this as a tool on Vibe Code Wiki. So this is the app that I'm going to be building, or I'm building for everything related to vibe coding, my own journey as well. So there is going to be a portal for tools. On the wiki area here, I'll be featuring tools that I have created personally. Then under the explore category will be tools. Don't mind the delay. There is I used render for back end, and they usually time you out if you've not been there for a while. So anyway, I learned all this vibe coding. I just undertook vibe coding straight up and went on to building. I went complex, from the outset. $1 billion applications, So anyway, I'll be featuring that tool here eventually. That said, I'll be ending the video now. I need to, garner momentum to post more consistently, and this video also constitutes that. May it also inspire you to start building or vibe coding your dream app. And that's why I also showed what I built so far, also for your inspiration. And you also now have an avenue to free credits. So if you have experience so far with having earned free credits, you can also share that with me. Out of the outlets featured here. So that's about it for this video. Stay awesome. Subscribe to Vibe Code Wikis on all socials. Yes, I'm also on X, TikTok with the same handle, Threads as well. And that's about it.